Hey guys, Mark Daly with today's devotional. We've been talking about real manhood from a Christian perspective. Now, men that are worldly attempt oftentimes to dominate those around them, yet we as Christians, if we want to excel and mature, rather than dominate the people in our world, whether it's our wives, our children, our fellow workers, just people in our lives, we're really called to serve them. Now, one of the toughest things we're called to do as men, yet one of the most important, is to walk in love. Walking in love means to conduct your affairs with an attitude of love. That means when people are lovable, you love them. And when people are horrible and rude, you love them. Talk about constraint, talk about being a real man. You may not like them. You may not like them very much at all, but because we are submitted to the lordship of Jesus at all times, we have to respond to everyone with an attitude of love. Now, if you want to talk again about fighting a battle, start right there. In this case, your battle is overcoming your lower nature, your feelings and your emotions. We understand much easier why we might want to fight against other people. But in reality, the biggest battle we have is the fight against our own flesh, our own desires, our own lusts, our own proud attitudes. Just to put that in perspective, if you think about someone being rude to you, whatever the form that takes, the lower nature immediately wants to retaliate. But if we're submitted to the lordship of Jesus, we have to harness those feelings and those emotions and submit to him and respond to them the way we would want someone to respond to us if we were having a bad day and we were actually rude or unkind. So I think that your feelings and your emotions rise to the surface when something extraordinarily ugly happens to you. Someone hurts you. Someone betrays you. Yet because we're submitted to the lordship of Jesus, we have to control our response once we catch our breath. Now, in this case, the battle is with your own emotions and feelings. And if we're actually going to be real men of God, we've got to take control of our feelings and our emotions and submit them to the lordship of Jesus. So not only do you not respond rudely to someone who is mean and ugly, you respond in love, putting your own initial feelings aside. So that's what real men do. Now, I want to give you from 1 Corinthians chapter 13 the definition of love, at least from this scripture. And there's much to be said on love. But from verse 4, it says, love endures with patience and sincerity. Love is kind and thoughtful and is not jealous or envious. Love does not brag and is not proud or arrogant. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not provoked, nor overly sensitive and easily angered. This is from the Amplified. It does not take into account a wrong endured. It does not rejoice at injustice, but rejoices with the truth when right and truth prevail. Love bears all things, regardless of what comes, believes all things, looking for the best in each one, hopes all things, remaining steadfast during difficult times, and endures all things without weakening. So guys, this is our standard. And this, when I say this is our standard, that means this is what we are called to grow into. We're going to pick up where we left off in our next devotional. Thanks, guys. Love you. Have a great day.